Shall be crossing over to Voi Stadium, where the disbursement of 950 million shillings towards victims of human-wildlife conflict is currently underway, and our reporter Regina Manyara is currently there and shall bring us up to speed on the developments. Regina, kindly bring us to speed.
Good afternoon, Wambiru. Rightfully said, we are coming to you live from Voi Stadium, that is the venue for an inaugural event. This is the rollout of the compensation exercise to victims of human-wildlife conflict, unlocking a deadlock that has been here for the last decade plus. What you see behind me are some of the beneficiaries as well as various stakeholders within this particular chain, including NGOs that are supporting matters of conservation. You would want, and you'd even wonder why Taita Taveta as a county in itself to host this particular phase one of this compensation exercise. Statistics indicate that 62% of the land within Taita County is under wildlife. This means that the main predominant use of land is wildlife conservation and such. Over the years, this has seen those who are smallholder farmers or even large-scale farmers, especially dealing with sisal, convert into conservation, or rather gravitate towards conservation as a way of, mitigating on human-wildlife conflict and also sustainability. So today, close to 1 billion shillings is going to be disbursed to these particular victims, and government has been working to unlock this deadlock that is over a decade old. Those who have lost loved ones to human-wildlife conflict tend to get a rather benefit from a kitty, or rather monies valued at 5 million shillings. Injury, despite whether it's grievous, just small or not, that attracts a 3 million shillings kitty. However, beneficiaries that we spoke to earlier, Wambiru, indicated that for this particular county, that is Taita Taveta, they would want the Kenya Wildlife Service to reinstate snake bites. And this is their argument, that while they have learned to coexist with the elephants, they are still yet to get to, understand how the reptiles, that's the snakes within this particular county, actually behave and their mannerisms. And the fact that now KWS, removed snake bites as one of the, compensated injuries, and they continue suffering. Another thing is that within the Tsavo ecosystem that stretches all the way to even parts of Tanzania, these animals, or rather wildlife that are found within this particular ecosystem, have been termed as very harsh. It means if you compare the elephants within the Tsavo ecosystem to the Aberdare elephants, we'll find that those that are domiciled within Taita Taveta County are regarded to be more hostile, and this has been blamed on the increased cases of human-wildlife conflict, with residents here having to even sometimes resulting to hurting or even killing these particular mammals, especially the elephants, when they encroach on their farmlands. What you're seeing is a security detail of none other than the Cabinet Secretary, Tourism and Wildlife, that is Penina Malonza, who is the chief guest of this particular event there, accessing the Voi Stadium. That is going to be the main area there. As you can see, the borders are taking part in this particular entry point. We are also expecting the PS of Wildlife, that is Madam Kehoro, who is also going to be giving her speech in regard to what the government is doing to reduce the cases of human-wildlife conflict. Then we are also expecting the CS to leave Voi, headed to Kilifi, where she's also going to be presiding over an event, also a first of its kind, and this is the repatriation of artifacts that have been regarded to be of high cultural value. And as you can see, we are also having quite the interest there, with mixed reactions here, with the beneficiaries really anticipating to benefit from these monies, but also calls to further review the timelines that are taken to have them benefit from the compensation. 10 years is far too long for a majority of them. Who spoke to us on KBC said that they lost their kin They're long dead, but they're still waiting for this money. So this actually, Wambiru, unlocks a new chapter. But we are just on time, and as you can see, the CS Penina Malonza Tourism and Wildlife has already accessed this particular stadium, and also we are having the area governor, who is Andrew Mwadime, who has just walked in into this particular venue, that is the Voi Stadium. He's also going to be giving his speech here in regard to what the county government is doing to ensure coexistence between humans as well as wildlife. Given that his particular county here is considered 62% to be about matters of conservation. Security has been beefed up. Earlier, we had a section of border riders saying that won't participate in the ongoing demonstrations. But as far as the Voi Stadium is concerned, the conversation is all about human-wildlife conflict and how humans, that is us, and the wildlife can coexist for sustainability. And before I hand you over to the Master of Ceremony, maybe to have a listen in, we've not started yet. This is a function that we had anticipated to start off at around 10 a.m. this morning. But as you can see, it's around 1:30, 1:40 there to speak. So they have been waiting for over 4 hours to have this actually underway, showing their resilience, waiting in the compensation, and hoping that this is the beginning of a fast-tracked process. The Ministry of Tourism also has informed us that there are plans to introduce an insurance compensation scheme that is going to help, reduce the backlog when it comes to claims, especially to those who are the victims of human-wildlife conflict. Well, we are working with the government, the tourism docket that also has to do with wildlife. This particular exercise is also being pushed by the Kenya Wildlife Service. Now back to you, Wambiru. We are going to be keeping tabs on what the CS is going to be saying this afternoon, as well as what the county government is going to be doing to ensure there is a great coexistence between the constituents as well as the wildlife within this particular ecosystem. Back to you.